I gotta keep that thing with me, man.
He got a gun.
Streets is watching, man.
You got the get.
They been insane.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's probably where we should start. We're like,
Aware Hafiz.
oh, this nigga.
He get it.
Shout out, Aware Hafiz. Subscribe to my channel.
Bloopers.
Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Hafiz_good energy. Hafiz_good energy.
Right.
I'm kicking it with my guys, man. We finally got Diz in the building. We got Lotto in the building. We in here just cooling, man.
Right.
This is like a very good situation for me. Like, this is very important to me, and this is something that we've been trying to put together for a long time. Good brother Mondo's always busy though, so you know we gotta fit in where we fit in at.
You know,
How my brothers doing today?
We all right.
chilling, man.
Tired of the snow, but
Yeah. I wonder how long that's gonna be till this thing is over with.
they probably got a couple more installments and then it's over. You heard?
A couple more.
That's a fact. You know?
Mm.
Keeping people in the house.
Keeping people in the house. Keeping people in the house. I figure I was just gonna start like. How's it feel to accomplish a movie? You know what I mean? Like, you did a movie.
Yeah, we definitely did a movie. That shit felt good. That shit was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
That shit was dope. We had mad different scenes.
A lot of drinking.
Takes.
Yo,
Yeah, a lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking.
A lot of drinking. A lot of eating.
heavy drink. That's right.
Heavy drinking.
I think we
man.
always
meals.
had a belly full of Hennessy.
Boy, Henny get the job done. Henny gets the job done. And now I'll look at it, I'll be like, dang, yo, we was gone.
It's the inebriation.
Yeah, we was inebriated. We was
A
gone.
bunch of young, inebriated young people.
Making it happen, though. We made it happen, man.
That's
Yeah.
a fact.
We made it happen.
See, the thing for me was, like I said, we all just different people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just crazy because we all trying to, like, I don't know this person, but you know what I mean? I never acted with Cookie before ever in my life.
Yeah,
I never
right.
acted. We never did anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, had to try to, you know what I mean, while still being respectful to the person and not, you know, overdoing the act with no script. We improv and everything.
Everything was improv,
everything.
And the crazy part, it was improv, but we did have a script. But
we had
Joe
a
was
script.
like,
Right.
It was like,
Right.
forget that. We gonna do it.
And we really didn't go on for the
No, and I was writing it every day, and I'm like, yo.
Imagine the calls I'm getting from him off the camera, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yo, make sure you know your lines when you pull up, like you don't be messing up.
Cause he was with me on that whole process. Like, I was so frustrated, and then it's like nobody was following the lines, but it was still coming out how it was supposed to come out, though, which was dope. We couldn't get in contact with Mondo at all, really. He had demands.
Oh yeah,
he had demands.
He has a fact. We got that up.
He had demands. It was gonna be
though.
what it was gonna be called. Mondo is pressed for time. Is what it was gonna be.
Something like that. I mean, we had to make it fit. So you know what I'm saying, like we had to make it fit. It wouldn't have made sense. It had to say. It just made sense for it to say Mondo. Like
we,
it just made sense.
But it was like we needed you though. He was like the major component too, because he fitted into with how his personality is. He fitted into that. What got you like doing your videos now? Like the videos you be doing now. What made you do that?
Right. Keep the like you talking about like from the beginning or just like right now?
Like right now for you to do it, because you stopped for a while. It seemed like.
Yeah, I did, yo. I stopped because I was more or less like focused on. Like I wanted like other people in them because I feel like it would be funnier if like other people were in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I realized like if you can't do it by yourself, you can't do it at all. You know what I mean? But like nowadays, like I stopped because like it just got old, like for a second, and then like certain life events happened and made shit dark. And then like I looked at it as like, yo, I'm trying to keep myself as happy as possible, so I make myself laugh when I do my own stuff, which is weird. But like I be trying to make other people laugh
at
too.
the same time. It's a coping.
It's one of my coping skills.
Like how I look at it, I'll be like, dang, like I'll try to do one thing every day that's gonna make me happy.
Yeah.
Like at least just one thing. Like, and me as a person, it'd be like simple stuff. Like if I could just sit down and write a verse and come up with some clever stuff, I'd be happy.
Right.
Or if my daughters, I talk to them on the phone, they be happy, like I'm happy. You know what I mean? So that's probably just your coping mechanism. Like, what's your way of coping with anger and stress and?
I would say honestly, what's been the biggest trait is helping other people. You know, that's what it's supposed to do for us.
It's a purpose.
Yeah, you know, they always say, like, you know, when you helping someone, it's kind of like it's a reflection you talking to yourself. So it's like, you know, while I'm giving advice, it's like I'm taking my own advice too, somewhat. You know, because you know, at any cost, is like we can't escape everything that goes on in life. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean, like. If anything, inspired while trying to heal from whatever's going on and trying to stay away from whatever, you know what I mean, was ailing you and shit. So, you know, you just gotta just figure out what you good at. You know what I mean? For many people, it's different things though. You know what I'm saying? For me, I've always been a person that help other people. You know what I'm saying? If you've seen any of my past, you know what I mean, I've been around a lot of people that I aided. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, whether it was, you know, music, whether it was, you know. That's where I found my biggest roles to be in life. You know what I mean? I was the number 2. You know what I mean? Like, which is cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why I get my.
And that's you understanding that and knowing your position, which that's something that people don't even understand. Like, just knowing your position is dope.
Right,
that's dope.
Right.
That's definitely dope.
But some people don't know how to identify it because to them, you know.
There's pride and there's ego and that takes over everything for real. Pride and ego and that.
Yeah, pride will keep you from doing a lot of things. It hurts. You know what I mean? It don't help sometimes, you know, so.
Hey, people be so, like, worried about, like, other people's opinions and how they feel about you or...
Anything.
You
know? That's been my biggest thing that I'm learning now, is to let go a lot of things that I took personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from the inner cities, like, you know, they taught us to be overly aggressive about everything.
Yeah.
Don't let, you know what I mean? If you let somebody slide comments, it's like you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's a lot of things I learned to start letting go of. Like, I don't really care about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? So.
And then you let it slide, though. Like, in that situation, too, like, if you let something slide, like, a person think they can ice skate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, like, really, like, it's the balance
trying
between...
to figure out who you're dealing with because, yeah, definitely.
The inch and mile effect, yo.
My thing is, I just try to stay around positive people all the time now. Because if I'm around a negative person, I'm at the point now where I can feel it. Like, I could just feel that a person is not good for me. Like, I'll be thinking about it, like, when I leave away from somebody, I'll be like, dang, like, that wasn't good energy, and that's not what I need to hear for where I'm trying to go.
Right.
So that helped me decipher a little bit. That definitely helped me decipher a little bit. But we in here with Mondo. Good brother Loyal. We cool. I thought Mondo had a lot to say. I really did.
What you mean? Like...
Talk your talk.
What kind of talk you want me to talk? 'Cause I'll talk.
That Mondo talk. Like, how's it feel to be a father? How's it feel fatherhood? Like,
oh man, fatherhood is dope. Fatherhood is the best. Like there ain't words to explain stuff like that.
It's not.
It's like there's no such thing as like a great dad. Like there's no words to like explain. Like something so precious like that.
It is. It's
you
not.
You know what I mean? Like being a father is just second nature. It's either like you got it or you don't.
Or you don't.
You know what I mean? And like that's for like the deadbeats out there too. Like if you ain't got it, like
don't
leave it up to the next man to do it, man. Take it from somebody like
don't even
stepfather. You feel what I'm saying?
Don't
like,
even have them though too.
There's people out there that'll love your kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't.
Yeah, don't waste time. Don't waste time being.
You want me to talk that talk? I'll talk.
Talk that talk.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we want you to do.
If you want me to talk that talk, I'll talk it.
Man, we did this already. We didn't do this with you.
I'm definitely gonna put some input on that.
Go put the input.
Because you know we gotta understand. We all have different situations. I'm gonna speak of situation. Like I have kids. Whoever knows me, I got children, 2 kids. You know, and counting. Cause yeah, it's been a lot of misfires. You know.
A lot of misfires. Cut. We need to talk. We need to talk.
Yeah, like you know what it is, because some people don't understand. Coming from myself, from my point of view, from a man, like I have 2 children who, you know, they live far away from me. You know what I mean? So, and it wasn't really by my choice, but you know, some actions that I had took in the past, you know, resulted in them, you know, what I mean, being separate from me. So
for sure.
So for me, it's like I get to watch him do, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things that I want to do. So it's different because then when you got those dudes that's out there, who my children live in Florida, I'm out here in Pennsylvania, and it's like I can't just take a cab over there. I can't just get on the bus. I can't just like that. That trip costs me a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It costs airfare. I gotta get a telly. I gotta get money to spend. I gotta get
everything.
Car. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I mean? Just to try to cram my little bit of time all up in one weekend versus
somebody that got a kid that live one block away from
them. Don't go over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand how I gotta feel about that. Like it's like you got all the opportunities in the world. Even when them people fuck up, people got they downtown. I mean, fellas don't understand, like, you don't have to do every single thing. Like, you gotta, small step it. If you lose your job, that shit is common. You lose your job, you fall out, what I'm saying? It also takes the mother to understand. You need a structured woman, honestly, to understand where you sitting at in life, you know what I'm saying? And not to bash you every time you know what I'm saying, oh, you don't do this, you don't do that, because you make a man feel inferior because he's not able to do what you want him to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It takes time if that man is taking steps to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand. A lot of times the money don't really matter. You feel me?
It ain't the money. It's the time.
It's difficult because, I see these dudes out here. It's like, yo, like your child lives like around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Or down the street on the next town. It's like, bro, it costs me a bag just to go out there.
And then it's like, you look at
cheap now. But before, you know what I'm saying? I was taking, yeah, that's right. I was taking
and
them
then you
before
looking
that,
at them while they not doing what they supposed to do. And it just hinders you being able to, like, you can't be around them. You know what I mean? Because that's like, we see what we go through, so it's like you can't even be around them. Like, the last episode that we did is when we was talking about that, like, I lost probably 2 or 3 people that was around me on an everyday basis. You know what I mean? I peeped it and I understood why it happened, but it's like, all right, well, that's some demons that you fighting within yourself, for real.
Yeah, I mean, because honestly, that's just what we was born to do. Like, bro, like, that's like second nature. It's not. It shouldn't be nothing to be thought about.
Like, like, if you got it, you got it.
Like, you feel me? Like I don't even know why that's even a second thing for men. Even same thing for women. We're not gonna say and just bash all the men. For you women too, y'all gotta, you hear me? Y'all gotta get structured too. You feel me? Because it's like, it's not all about y'all, and it's not all about what you want or what you want a man to do because you want him to do it the way you want to do it. He got to do what he's able to do until he's able to, you know what I'm saying? And until them doors get be able to be unlocked. Like,
that's where it comes down to support. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like, we don't have to be together for you to support me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what's missing in that conversation right there. Like,
support.
If somebody's struggling, they ain't got it, like, don't beat them down. Like, support them.
Yep.
And that's what's missing.
That's what's missing.
You feel me? Like, in that co-parenting relationship, or even in some, like, relationships, like, that support factor is missing. Like, the understanding is gone.
The communication, the support, the understanding, the love sometimes.
Yeah.
The love sometimes.
Word, it doesn't even have to be about intimate love. Just like genuine love for, like, humans.
Yeah,
like,
genuine love.
Exactly.
Love. Genuine love for humanity.
Right.
But then that's when they go back into saying, that's when they have all our list of what men are supposed to do. Oh, you supposed to be doing this. You supposed to be doing. I ran across this thing, right? And I think that's what kind of helped me was that it's not that we're disappointed by someone being the way that they are, type shit. If you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the way we perceive somebody, like, I perceive a brush, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if it don't brush the way I want, I'm disappointed in the brush when really the brush is just being a brush. If you understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
So it's like, people don't understand sometimes when you have to start learning. I learned that you have to start learning how to see a person for who they are. You know what I'm saying? And don't put once you put it's your expectations, you thought wrong of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought she was gonna do this, I thought she was gonna do that, and you didn't do it. That's why I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
you
it's
can't expect.
Right. So but honestly, you're just being who you really are. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right. So now when you perceive it, it's like, all right, well, I kind of thought you was gonna, you know what I'm saying, put the other $10 in the gas tank because I only had like, you know what I'm saying, 15. But it's like, I mean, you wanted the whole year 10. You know what I'm saying? I can't call you stingy because, you know what I'm saying,
that's
call
who
you
are.
That's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I'm just disappointed in the fact that you didn't do what I expected you to do.
Yeah.
So once you start being able to categorize people, like, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, so I don't want people to use it in the sense of saying like, all right, well, I'm just start, you know what I mean? Like, nah, it's like, all right, well, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta understand.
You are who you are.
Right. And then when you change yourself, that's the only way your world is gonna change around you, is how you perceive it. Some people may look at it like you're lying to yourself. Some people may look at like, I mean, people don't understand, like, the strongest muscle we have is up here. You feel me? So if we don't exercise it and we don't learn how to assess it, it destroys everything else. Nothing else matters. Because we can't move unless it operates.
That's funny that you saying that, like, because I be catching myself too, like, in situations with people in my life, like, I be just thinking that they should be a certain way. And I'm really realizing that I'm different from a lot of people now, and I'm starting to understand that, and I have to, like, learn how to deal with it. What I've also learned in these past, probably like the month, a lot of people don't live in reality either. Like, if that makes sense to you, people aren't in real reality.
Right.
Like, reality as to what's going on. They have a facade in their head. And once I realized I saw that in one person, I'm starting to see that in more people. Like, they not grounded in reality.
Right.
Which is weird to me. Like, I never knew that. But that would be the only explanation for how they act. But I gotta just, like you said, I just gotta let them do what they do. Let them do what they do and let them be who they are. Like, my man told me last week, he's like, you shouldn't be surprised if somebody does something right. No, you shouldn't be surprised if somebody does something wrong. You should be surprised if somebody do something right.
Right.
So that make you just be able to know your expectations can't be too high for them people.
Right. You know what I mean? So we just gotta understand who people are, and when you're a person trying to mature, you gotta be willing to check yourself. Like we was talking about, you gotta check yourself first. It starts with you first, and then the next person will check you. And then if they wind up checking you, then you know you gotta go back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back.
Self-reflection.
And people don't understand. Yeah, like what dude Pharrell was saying about us being in the pocket. We so in the zone, we don't get to see what's around the bubble. See, like you'll see me in a different light than he's gonna see me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like once you start learning like that, I'm so zoned in. You be like, yo, listen, like, yo, lawyer, you kind of like, I'm looking like, where I don't. Naturally, I'm gonna be defensive because I don't feel like I'm doing nothing wrong. I think that everything I'm doing is right, but you like, nah, bro, like you kind of missed that over there. Like you didn't see it. What are you talking about? You feel me? So yeah, that's what it is. You gotta just check yourself first and be willing to be like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm saying this shit ain't right.
It ain't right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with resetting your life. Like we was talking about, there's nothing wrong with being able, like, you know what? I'm bugging.
Yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm bugging on this half. I'm bugging on this half. But a lot of times too, the people that you deal with are not receptive to when you're willing to change. You got people that's not receptive to your apologies. Some people that you may have wronged, they don't want your forgiveness no more. They don't care about it because you done did so much shit. It's like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you feel like your change is gonna go unnoticed, and that's what we want to a lot of times with people to validate. You know what I'm saying? Or it'll be like, well, listen, you're doing a good job. You're going, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure
we need that pat on the back.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But and that's what I had to stop looking for too. And that's just something I had to do with my sign with cancers and stuff like that. Like we always looking for validation and everything because just to show that we going in the right direction. The last thing you want to do is be taking 1,000 steps the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And that's where that comes from. You feel me? So, you know, but honestly, it's like this life thing is just an everyday lesson. This life thing is just an everyday, you know what I'm saying, get up, have an intention, and you need an intention, and you need a vision board. You know what I mean? So,
you gotta have them goals. Right. You gotta have a plan for where you're going.
Right.
Write them down.
Aware Hafiz. I'm here with my good brothers. That'll be the first segment. Follow me on Instagram. Hafiz_good energy. Hafiz_good energy. Go check out that video, Lion in the Jungle. It is super dope. It's something ill for you guys to go along with. Stay well, be safe, praise the Lord souls.